Hello, my name is Bill Andrews from ExaGrid Tiered Backup Storage. And today we're going to talk about inline data deduplication. We do data deduplication in order to reduce the amount of backup storage, especially if we have long-term retention. A lot of weeklies, monthlies, and yearlies, because it compares one backup to the next and only saves the changes. The more retention you have, the more storage you'll save, the more you'll lower your overall costs. However, where you do data deduplication also matters because it can have a tremendous performance impact if not done correctly. So if you're doing the deduplication on the way to the disk, whether that is done in the media server or it's done in some sort of controller in front of the disk, these two become a bottleneck, and the reason why is data deduplication is highly compute intensive. You have to sit there and break apart the files at a small block level, do all kinds of comparing, hashing, bucketing, and so on, and it takes a lot of work. The disk sits back here idle, waiting for that work to be done. So for example, if you do inline deduplication through a controller with aggressive deduplication, you could actually take the speed of the backups down to about 1/3 the performance of disk. Depending on what level of deduplication you do in the media server, you can have a 30% to as much as 100% impact on the performance of writing to disk. So whenever possible, you want to avoid trying to do this deduplication on the way to the disk, whether that's live in the media server or live in a controller called inline deduplication. In addition, if you do this approach, all the data on the disk is now in a deduplicated format. So if you want to get it back, you have to put it all the way back together again, called data rehydration. It can take you up to an hour to boot a VM if you have to put that back together again. So the restores are also extremely slow. So the net is deduplication has great impact on storage, but if you do it inline, it is going to reduce your backup performance and your restore performance. Again, my name is Bill Andrews from ExaGrid.